Happy Tuesday, Mid-Missouri. It's another warm one today, much like yesterday. This time we might even best yesterday's temperature by a few degrees. We got to about 75 in Columbia, and we expect at least that. 76, the current forecast for Columbia today. Wouldn't be surprised to see a 77 there. Potential in Jefferson City is close to 80 this afternoon. So we're tracking, of course, increasing south winds again and increasing sunshine. We'll have a few clouds this morning, but again, much of your Tuesday is mostly sunny, especially into the afternoon, where again I expect about 76. Now, this particular product skews temperatures a little bit away from our forecast. This is a model run, but it's well within reason if we hit 76 in Columbia that we could get close to 80 in Jefferson City, and then likewise near the Lake of the Ozarks. So a warm day for all of us, but especially for folks to the south of Highway 50. And as we head overnight tonight, we will keep those winds from the south, moving in from the warm air direction. We'll have some high, thin clouds early, and then clouds won't thicken until we get to the cold front later in the day on Wednesday. But before that, we'll still get temperatures warm. We expect to be back in the mid to upper 70s. Again, this model run in particular, a little bit off. But overall, that's the forecast. We expect another warm day tomorrow with a cold front passing by. That is mostly dry. That cold front brings some clouds and maybe a spit of rain or two. We'll leave a chance for rain in the forecast for that. But otherwise, we expect dry conditions heading into Wednesday night and really the rest of your week. The big change from this cold front is largely temperature. We'll go from upper 70s, 78 is the forecast for Wednesday. We'll fall into the 50s for highs on Thursday, and then we slowly rebound back to our average for this time of the year, upper 50s. And then we're in the 60s, likely early next week, and that's some more mild conditions that will start to show up. You'll see the pattern showing a couple of dips here in the jet stream. You'll see this wave that brings us that cold front that knocks our temperatures down. You'll see a little bit of a north wind influence and maybe a couple more waves that don't have a lot of moisture to work with, so we don't have rain in the forecast, but we'll have a couple of disturbances to track. The big picture is, though, by the time we get to next week, we're seeing a bit of a milder pattern set up shop with a little bit less influence from our northerly winds, at least aloft, and that should allow things to moderate somewhat in the forecast temperature-wise. We're warmer than moderate. We're in the upper 70s today and tomorrow. We fall back to where we should be for this time of the year, Thursday through Sunday. That's pretty well average here in mid-Missouri this time in November. And then again, you see that 60 on Monday, and I think that's a hint of what's to come, which is a bit more milder air into next week. Not 70s or near 80s, but more 60s instead of 50s.